Oh, g'day there. It's Poppy Dave back in the yard and in the shed and back at the potting station. So, yeah, today I just want to have a bit of a talk about bark chip and the potting medium that I use on my bromeliads and orchids, but mostly bromeliads because I've got hundreds of those. The main thing that I want to actually talk about and just highlight to people is whilst I've got many friends and members in the Bromeliad Society, and some of them really believe that they need to use a high quality bark chip to put their bromeliads in. Unfortunately, I don't believe that to be the case. I think as long as they're standing up in a medium and they can take in water, and they'll put their roots out. And my rationale around that is that most of the bromeliads are epiphytic, and you've seen me mount them on boards and stuff like that. Their root system is not in any soil or in any bark chips. So over the years, I just don't worry about spending big money on that. So today I'm just going to show you a couple of choices. This is the Brunnings pine bark. I used to be able to get heaps of this from the cheap shops, the reject shops, or Sam's Warehouse and stuff like that. You don't see as much of it around here in the Hunter, but in other parts of the states that may be the case. The main thing that I'm keeping an eye out for, because this is the stuff that I really want, and it's quite often on special for $4 a bag for the 25 litres. So not a bad way to buy it. So Woolworths gets it in around now. It's the beginning of spring, and we wait until we see till my wife sees it pop up at Woolworths, and then I get in there and buy a heap. And sometimes I'm buying 40 or 50 bags. Sometimes I buy everything they've got, and sometimes they're only putting 3 out, and I'll just get 3 at a time. So that's the ultimate. So for me anyway, because it's cheap and it does the job. So you can see it's pure bark chip, pine bark, and that does the job. While I'm on the subject, but during the winter, the other stuff wasn't available. So Bunnings does have this pine bark mix. So it's basic. Yeah, garden basics there, you can see. So it's a blend. It's got pine bark in it, but it's got a lot of wood chip and stuff as well. So I'll just show you that. That's it there. I have potted in this purely 100% to do the job because I've had nothing else. And then now that I've got quite a few bags of both, the other thing worth mentioning is this is about $8 a bag, and we're looking at a 50 litre bag there. So it's working out. The other one's 25 for $4. That's $8 for 15 litres. So it's around the same price. So it's just a matter of being able to get what you can. So what I'm actually doing now is I'm blending the both. So I'm mixing up 50-50. There's plenty of wood chip and stuff in this, which is okay, but I like to just render it down and go 50-50 with mix my bark chip in it. So that's really spreading it and making it go further, mainly because I've got the pine bark mix there as well, so I want to use it. So long story short, I have potted 100% in the pine mix. I do pot 100% in the pure pine bark, and currently I'm mixing both. It doesn't really matter. So hopefully that helps. There are orchid mixes at Bunnings, and they're very expensive. It's not a big issue if you've only got 20, 30, 40 plants or something like that. But yeah, once you've got a pretty big collection, you're just going for the cheaper option, and I believe it doesn't make a difference. All right, hopefully that helps.